We're all feeling it. This year is so different because everything that's going on is horrible.
Well, everybody behaves and responds differently when they're put under pressure.
There's so many deaths through all the different things that's going on, and that's a big deal. But hello there, Mr. Craig. There we go. Motivational Monday. Let's do it. We've never really addressed this, but we are in the craziest year because everything that's going on is horrible.
Yeah, this can turn into a really rough situation, and it keeps downward spiraling. To be able to lead the people who work for you, you have to rise up, and you have to.
In hard times, we need to rise up and be the good leaders. Now's the time to be the leaders, not.
Buckle up. It's the Insurance Dudes Podcast.
So this is a special edition Motivational Monday. How about that?
Happy Monday to you. Top
Happy
of the
Monday to you.
So where are we talking to them from the past?
Yes.
The future?
They're in the future. Yeah.
But right now, when they're listening,
We're
in the past. Yeah.
Right.
Pretty crazy.
Dude, we've never really addressed this, but we are in the craziest year. It's literally a historic year. It's like one thing after the next, right?
Yeah.
It is incredibly hard to stay motivated for some people and even staff and everything else. So Craig and I have been talking to agents, and agents are having trouble staying motivated, not to mention our staff. I mean, even in our office, it's kind of hard now, months into this. And then we got new craziness going around us. And it seems to be a lot of heated emotions and anger out there.
So angry.
And I think it's super important right now to just focus on, there's a lot of hurt people out there. And for us to just be kind, loving, be there for each other, and not go down the anger, frustrated, and everything else road.
Yeah, this can turn into a really rough situation, and it keeps downward spiraling. Or we turn it around, we say, okay, enough is enough. Let's be kind to each other. I remember after 9/11, I mean, you must have been in kindergarten when that happened, but I do remember there was this stretch after 9/11, and even in New York, where people were really, really nice to each other. People started going, wow, let's get back to the basics. Let's freaking love thy neighbor and do all these things that we sort of forget about.
So it's like anybody that is having a hard time, anybody that is emotionally charged, dude, like, you don't know where they came from. Like, you don't understand how, never take somebody's word for face value. Like, we've had it, like this. We had a customer call in. She was very heated, very heated. And it stuff got brought up about the recent, some of the recent craziness. And like, I literally had a conversation with one of our agents, and I said, dude, she's living in a not nice area. She's got riots going on around her. Like, she's just pissed. Like, if you call her on a different time, she's not going to be like that. Like, we don't know what it's like. Like, I don't live in an area that's getting burnt down. You know what I mean? So for that alone, like, she's going through something. So don't take that as face value. Like we need to feel empathy towards that person, not feel like, oh my gosh, that person's a jerk. Right.
Right. Well, everybody behaves and responds differently when they're put under pressure, right? Like, that's clearly is pressure, right? Now you've got real life, and then you've got all this crap just right in your front yard. And even like, you look at the different assessments, like the DISC test. If you look at the DISC test, they have your 4 different dimensions are laid out. I don't know if you know the DISC, I can't remember what the acronym is, but those first 2 ones can be low for somebody you normally, like a service person, right, is going to have low D&I, and then but when they're under pressure, it's like totally different. That thing could skyrocket, right? So maybe this person is totally cool, totally chill when that was distracting. They're totally cool when under normal circumstances, right? But then you put a little pressure, throw a little pressure into the mix, and all of a sudden, boom! It's volatile. It's like pouring gas.
Right. So
onto
true.
A fire. Well, and most of the people here that if they've hung in after that whole music thing, and are still listening, are agents, right? Are people who are business owners, and there's probably some employees but there's pressure as the business owner, and then to be able to lead the people who work for you, you have to rise up and you have to take that approach. You can't be losing it.
Right.
Oh, I'm under pressure. It's like, well, yeah, so are they. Right? They
Yeah.
don't know if
they
don't know if they're going to have a job.
They're worse. They're
They need
more
to
pressure.
be led. They're there and looking up to the captain.
We are very privileged being agency owners, and in hard times, we need to rise up and be the good leaders. Now's the time to be the leaders, not in the good times, right? Well, I guess in all times, right? But now we're being a little bit privileged in that circumstance. We need to go above and beyond.
Above and beyond.
Above and beyond. Under pressure. Let's leave that for Monday. Lead your teams with dignity, with enthusiasm, with love, kindness.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? We were going to leave it right there, but I want to touch back in, because we did talk about the overcoming objections and doing training with our staff last week, or last Wednesday.
Yes, we had multiple conversations.
I want to check in on that, because we've continued to do it. And when you start to do these things over and over and over and over, that repetition creates skill. And I'm telling you, it is crazy. I've been here every morning after my ride. Even when I fell today, 30 miles came in, and I'm in here meeting with them, and they're just like, they're so grateful to be trained. I'm not saying I'm some magician, but it's to our points here. They want to be led. They want to be helped. They had a little bit of a rough patch at the end of last month, or a couple of them did. One gentleman was coming, into some tough waters because he had a really bad month. And we sat down, we talked. I said, look, we're going to train extra. And all of a sudden, he every day has written something, every single day.
You mentioned him on a few podcasts ago. He's the dude that sold $6,000 last month, right?
Even less. I don't even want to. It's so bad.
It was so embarrassing. You said $6,000 to make it better.
Yeah, I lied. I doubled it. It was like 3,600. It was no bueno, right?
Right.
And but he had started right when the virus happened, and then no real training, work from home. So it was a little tough. And so
right, and then you feel like
it's like, well,
yeah.
And so I said, I'm going to give you this month. And now he's lighting it up. He's number 2 on the board. Today's written 2 households. He's probably going to get a hat trick. If he gets a hat trick, I'm going to go give him $100. But it's just, it's awesome. But it's all from the training. And what he picked up was what we talked about last time, which was the shut up, like the oldest sales thing in the world, which is drop the freaking clothes and shut up. And that's all he's done. Like he's getting good at the objections too, but like just that, he's like, it is unreal. Like, and they always want to talk. They always want, like, I want to talk. This is why we do this, so we don't talk in other circumstances.
That's awesome.
But
that's
I just want to check in on that. So I think maybe next coffee talk we'll do another check-in. It'll be check in how Gunner's doing. His name's Gunner.
Gunner. Greatest name ever. He needs to be number 1. So my question is this: I heard that a policy a day keeps Craig away.
That's true. They don't even want me here. They want me here in the morning, then they want me to leave.
Right.
But I just shut this conference door and
Yeah.
and
All right.
work on the compliance.
There we go. Motivational Monday. Let's do it. Let's lead.
Lead.
Hey, you've got to check out the Insurance Dudes Inner Circle coming soon, where you get extended interviews as well as live coffee talks in our private Facebook group. Join the mailing list today at theinsurancedudespodcast.com. Hey, thanks for checking out The Insurance Dudes. Hey, please subscribe. We got some really great stuff coming out.